In a high-stakes diplomatic mission, Victoria Nuland, acting Deputy Secretary of State and Under-Secretary for Political Affairs, embarked on a challenging journey to Niger to engage in frank and difficult discussions with the leaders of the recent military coup. The coup, which unfolded on July 26, saw soldiers from the National Council for the Safeguarding of the Country seize power and detain President Mohamed Bazoum, citing concerns over security and governance. Nuland's trip aimed to address this upheaval and restore democratic order in the West African nation. Tense talks amidst constitutional crisis. Nuland revealed that her talks with the coup leaders were far from easy. During a teleconference with reporters, she disclosed that the military leaders remained steadfast in their approach, despite their plans conflicting with Niger's constitution. She stated, "They are quite firm in their view on how they want to proceed, and it does not comport with the constitution of Niger." This resolute stance set the tone for a challenging diplomatic exchange. A diplomatic mission amidst peace talks. Nuland's mission to Niger was no random undertaking. Secretary of State Antony Blinken requested her presence while she was attending peace talks in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, centered around the situation in Ukraine. The United States' decision to engage directly with the coup leaders reflected their commitment to resolving the crisis through diplomacy and finding a peaceful solution to the challenge facing Niger's democratic order. Efforts to bridge divides and seek resolution. Nuland's trip was characterized by her dedication to engaging with a diverse cross-section of Nigerian civil society, including journalists, activists, and long-standing friends of the United States. Despite the difficulties she encountered, she managed to hold extremely frank and at times quite difficult conversations with key figures, including Musa Salowo Barmu, the self-proclaimed chief of defense, and 3 supporting colonels. However, Nuland's attempts to meet with President Mohamed Bazoum were denied, leaving her to rely on intermediaries to convey the critical stakes involved. Challenges in meeting key figures. While Nuland succeeded in interacting with several influential figures, her efforts to meet with key players were met with obstacles. She expressed disappointment in not being able to meet President Bazoum, who, along with his family, was under virtual house arrest. Similarly, Nuland's request to meet the self-proclaimed president, Mr. Abdourahmane Tiani, went unanswered, underscoring the complexity of the political landscape. International response and ECOWAS involvement. As the world watched, various countries and regional blocs called for the reinstatement of ousted President Bazoum. Coup leader Gen. Abdourahmane Tiani, however, rejected these calls, asserting that they constituted interference in Niger's internal affairs. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, representing 15 countries, convened an emergency meeting to address the crisis, emphasizing the gravity of the situation. Conclusion. Victoria Nuland's diplomatic mission to Niger highlighted the complex dynamics at play in the aftermath of the military coup. Her candid and difficult talks with coup leaders, coupled with her interactions with Nigerian civil society, underscored the United States' commitment to resolving the crisis through peaceful means. As Niger navigates a challenging path toward restoring democratic order, international attention remains focused on the unfolding events and the potential for a diplomatic resolution.